Hey, what's up? Michael Hughes here for Full Sail University. Today, we are going to be looking at a project that I did for roto and keying in Nuke X. So, let's take a look at what I made. So, I am using some very exclusive footage of a new upcoming blockbuster hit, Puff NATO 5.
Ultimate in high-definition entertainment.
Actually, no, that's false. This is just some Creative Commons footage that I got offline that is non-commercial. So, let's take a look at what I've done here. First, I just started with some basic roto shapes. And let's take a look at them, actually. So, first I started with the left bird, the left puffin. So let's take a look at him. So, did it in two different shapes. I should have done two extra shapes for these legs here, but nonetheless, this is what happened. So, I did one shape of the body, including the legs and feet. Then I did one other shape of the head, and I did another small little shape right here just for the beak, which you can see it encompasses just the bottom part of that beak, just to get that little nook and those little curves right there. Cool. Very cool. So let's move right along. Have some other shapes for these wings and this little tail feather he's got going on with his little booty right there. Also, another beak shape that disappears whenever I don't need that little nook shape. And I decided not to do the third bird just for the case of time and the deadline that I had for this project. So, moving right along, I did another roto shape for the feet as well as both birds. So I did one there and I did another one here. And these are just to encompass the keys that I did for keying out the grass right here that you can see. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Very nice. If I go back and play through this, you can see. Now, take into consideration, it's not the greatest key in the world, but in order to get this quick shape of the grass in the alpha of the puffin, that's what I went with. So, yeah. So I did that, and then I also did the other feet, which doesn't really come through very much until later on in the clip. I want to say, yeah, maybe not so much. But, like everything else, it's a learning experience, so I'm just tooling around with it a little bit and just getting used to it. Also, I did some little feathering action for whenever he does this super Johnny action head flick that they keep doing. Very nice. That motion blur, look at that. Anyway, moving right along, I did my shuffles here with the alpha with the red channel only coming through. Very nice, very professional, very clean. Also, I did the overlay. Now, this was crucial for helping me to deal with the swimming of the edges right here. It helped me cut down a lot on that. I didn't really work on that until later on in the project, towards the end of my edge refinement. Just to keep the clutter and the confusion and to work a little more simpler throughout the beginning of this project. So, there you have it. Very quick, very non-sophisticated roto, just to showcase my skills and my basic knowledge of rotoing and keying and basic overlays of keying and rotoing and kind of encompassing both of them. Also, I did track the footage as well from the very beginning, just to kind of help me with not having to animate so much with the roto shapes. That's a pretty crucial step that I noticed. Now, I could have done some additional tracking, of course. There's always room for improvement. But just as a basic, quick effect and just kind of getting the groundwork in right off the bat, just so I can start my workflow, it was pretty invaluable, pretty crucial step. Shout out to Pedro Flores for giving me that little hint. Ding. Cool. So, there you have it. My Roto and Nuke project for my demo reel for full sale. University.